Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a week ahead reading. So, what you can expect in the next 7 days. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when I recorded this, whenever you find it, just know that these are things you can expect to come up in your life in the next 7 days. So, I have 3 piles for you today. I have pile 1, which with this super lovely little owl pen, and I think has onyx eyes. Pile 2 is this brass flower that I haven't used in a while, but I wanted to bring it back out. And pile 3 is this really beautiful obsidian with this mandala etched in it. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's very stunning. So take a deep breath. Go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, it's okay. Go ahead and watch, more than one pile. You could have a message that you needed to hear in another pile, or you could have a really busy week. Again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Sometimes people use the timestamps that will be in the description box below to help decide on what pile to go with. And all you do is just click that timestamp and it'll take you to your spot in the reading. So I'll leave these up for a moment and then I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this really super cute owl pen. Pretty sure it has onyx eyes. Got this from a friend forever ago and wanted to use him. He usually sits up on my crystal shelf. So, all right, we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. Things to keep in mind, things to look out for, suggestions for how to handle some things as well. We're going to start with the tarot. So overall energy of your guys' week is you have the Hanged Man and you have the Two of Fire, which is the Two of Wands here. So this week, there could be either a pause where you're put in a bubble with this Hanged Man energy. Something could flip your world upside down a little bit, but it's in a good way. This is all about a perspective shift. If you feel like you've been in a bubble and you're, in a holding pattern, you don't really know where to go for your future. The Two of Wands is very much about figuring out which way to go next. You're planning for your future, which direction to take. So if you've been in this pause and maybe you've been a little annoyed, like, well, I don't know, there could be something that you either haven't seen or you're about to learn to help you make that choice. So try not to get frustrated when you're in those moments of just like, stagnancy, like what am I doing? It's because it's a needed thing to help you see things from a different perspective or get new information to help you make a choice to move forward. But with the Two of Wands being here with this energy, just know that you will be propelling forward, or you will be able to make those steps because you're getting this needed perspective shift to move forward. Also, sometimes the Hangman can be about healing. So some of you guys might be getting over like a cold or a sickness is there as well. But just know that you're going to be able to make those steps forward. But this perspective change has been very needed. And if you can look at it as a blessing, it might be a blessing in disguise, and you could be getting those final pieces this week that help you see which way to go with these two different energies coming in. So that is your overall energy for the week. Let's see what the other things we have. We have house. So this is all about your home, your grounding. Some of you guys could be switching houses. You could be looking at moving into a house. You could just be shifting and changing things within your house. But basically, and then if we want to be literal or figurative about this, this is also about your foundations in life. Like, where are you holding strong? So this might be a week to evaluate, like the things in your life, are they solid? Are they building you up or tearing you down? And then really start working and focusing your energy towards the things that make you feel solid, secure, and grounded. And then again, very literal. Some of you guys could be, just adjusting things at your home. Maybe if you need a fresh start, maybe it's about organizing and changing things within your home. Maybe getting some new decorative things. I know I recently added some more plants to my plant menagerie, just as a way of expanding and bringing new life within my home. So there you guys go. So next you guys have new moon in Gemini. Think it through. So I think we just had this new moon. But anyways, so there is something that you need to be thinking through, and that might be also why you've been in this pause. So instead of like fighting against this stagnant energy, fighting against this holding pattern, really use it and use this time of like kind of just mellowness to really think something through. Figure out what it is that you want. Figure out if you want to change. Some of you guys might be thinking about making a big move, like really uprooting your life and moving somewhere, but make sure you're thinking it through. And I don't think this is as a warning. This is like really take this time to really put into play all the things that you want. Look at big picture and little picture things, make a plan, and make sure you're thinking it through. But any new moon is going to come in with new energy. So again, this is like I'm hearing acceleration after a pause. Next, you guys. All right, house comes up again. Anyone who knows that has watched my channel for a while, you guys know for these, I just pull them and I don't look at them until we're sitting here together. So I love this. A tidy house, clarity, and organization. So here's this other message again about your home, tidying it up. Maybe, getting rid of some old things that have been sitting around. Maybe that's also the renewed energy you need, or possibly looking through old paperwork for someone. You could find something that you needed to know to make a movement forward. This also, a message is kind of coming up about, this isn't just about your physical home. This is about your body, possibly doing some detox work, clearing things out, clearing out old junk. And also this can be your thought process, old things that have been caught up in your head, things that are no longer serving you, thought patterns, subconscious and conscious, like looking at your patterns in your life and what is serving you, what do you need to bring forward, and what can you get rid of? What clutter of your mind can you let go as well? Both of these cards have, this lantern, this light. So this reminds me to like really look at the things that light you up in your life and move towards that. And that's kind of like your internal guidance system of what lights you up, what sparks an interest within you, within your soul, within your mind, within your heart, however you feel connected. Just look for those little sparks that light you up and follow those things. Those are like your internal guidance system to go towards what your soul is calling you to do. Next, you guys have puzzle, and we have this girl finding this puzzle piece. These are cards about, if I can find my box, all of a sudden I can't remember the name of this deck. But these are cards about self-care. So obviously, like if you're scattered, maybe actually literally sit down, and do a puzzle, putting the pieces together, watching something, all the little pieces that create a bigger picture. This also could be you're finding that missing puzzle piece that helps you see the bigger picture to help you move forward. This week for you guys is very like literal and figurative. Looking at things very literal in your life, you might be getting very literal signs and synchronicities, but also some of them could be figuratively. So if you're not understanding, like if you work with your guides and your team and your angels, whatever you want to call them, the universe, and you're not understanding the messages you're getting, you could be looking at them too literally, and you need to look at a figurative approach to the message you're getting, or vice versa. So just keep that in mind. But this is a week where the pieces are coming together for you guys. You're going to be able to see the bigger picture. You're going to find that missing puzzle piece that just everything's going to start clicking so you can move forward. Your mindful message is dance it out. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way, simply move and feel the stress or heaviness begin to ease out of your body. So if you felt very like this stagnant energy just sitting with you, maybe try putting on your favorite song dance it out, play it out, see like where you can move this energy out. So a lot of like trauma, a lot of stagnant energy just sits in your body and makes you feel uncomfortable. And you're guided to, again, really like move your body to move through that, however that feels right for you. Some people, it's actually like going for a run, going for a walk. In this card, again, dancing it out, just having fun with it, having fun with your movement, where it doesn't have to be like a workout or feel like a chore. You can do physical activities and make it fun. So dancing it out. Some of you guys could just be going dancing this week or get invited to go out dancing. And I suggest that you do that if that comes up. Also playing just music and just bopping around to the beat of your own drummer kind of thing. But this message, again, is really about moving this energy that gets trapped in your body. And that, shows up in different ways. Sometimes tight muscles, stomach pains, anywhere you're having like a pain or an issue in your body, look at that associated chakra, because you could have a blockage in that chakra. Look up, if you're having issues through your shoulders, or a possible thyroid issue, look at that's all connected to the throat chakra. Look up the throat chakra, see what the messages are about that. It could be you haven't been speaking your truth about something. So it all like interlinks together. It's really cool, how the body and physically and energetically connect together, and we can really almost diagnose some different things going on in our life. If you're having stomach issues or something like that, there could be something related to your solar plexus. Look that up, read through what the solar plexus is, what it does, what emotions are housed there, and then something might pop up to you and be like, oh yeah, I need to work on that, or I could be having an issue there. What can I do to work through that and help me alleviate this pain that I'm having on a physical the physical manifestation of an energetic or an emotional pain. So, but yeah, the deep dive on that, but the smaller message there is to dance it out. Okay, so when it comes to love this week, you guys have very soon and transformative love. So things can be transforming. Again, that's your overall energy. So this is also relating to love, relationships, connections in your life. This doesn't always have to be romantic. This can be platonic, friendship, other connections that are love related. But just know there's a transformation going on, and it's going to happen very quickly. So if you've been waiting and waiting and watching and waiting for something to change and shift within your life and in your love life, it should be starting to make its way this week. It's almost like you've been in this cocoon. Again, overall message for your guys' time period that you've been in. It's going to be the week where things start actually happening and moving forward and transforming through love. Okay, so before I do the letters and charms, I am going to pull love messages for those dealing with or curious about what someone wants to say to them. This is your little section of the reading. I'll go over the zodiac elements and what they want to say. So first I'm going to start with earth signs. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, this is what they want to say. Pile 1, I can see eternity in your eyes. For those dealing with a water sign, which is Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios, they want to say, I'm bleeding, but you can't see my blood. These are cards by White Rose Guidance. Lindsay over there is very musical, so a lot of her stuff is a lot of lyric kind of stuff. All right, so next is fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What do they want to say? I am so lost in the ocean, that is you. Someone that's very caught up in who you are. And last but not least, let's do Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for those air signs. And on the floor, I missed you more than you know. So they want you to know that you're missed. All right, let's do letters and charms to close out pile 1's week. I'll first pull zodiac dice. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Sagittarius, a fire sign. So there also could be some travel going on this week. Sagittarius rules house number 9, which is travel, sometimes higher learning, higher spirituality kind of thing. Or you could just be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could be a Sagittarius yourself. But any of that fire signs, there's forward momentum. So you could be, we did have this fiery lanterns in a couple of your pictures. So you could be, fueling your fire this week. in a very fun, playful way. So for letters, we have an M, a V, an E, and an X. So Mvex, X, Mex. You guys like to make up words out of those. Let's see. And then for charms, pile 1. What else does pile 1 need to keep in mind this week? What do they need to know? Okay, oh, we have a key. So this always reminds me of someone moving. Again, we had the house, we had this key. The key unlocks something, so you can be getting that missing piece, the key that unlocks all this information you've been waiting on. We have the divine here. So divine intervention this week. Your angels, your guides can be working in your favor. Just realized I have paint underneath my fingernails. I'm painting furniture in my house. Anywho, so the divine is working in your favor. We have this lip, so I feel like somebody's going to be spilling a secret this week. Someone actually could be getting some really nice kisses, but this feels like almost like someone's been like wanting to spill like a truth about something. So you could be hearing, you know, a truth this week, or also a little gossip. So just keep that in mind. Someone wants to speak to you though. Is anxious to tell you something. We have the world here. So the world also is about completion, can be about travel, can be about distance, but it's cycles closing out. It's the last card of the major arcana. So at the end of the world starts the beginning again, starts with a Fool again, starts that new journey. So you could be ending out a cycle where you can, you know, close things out in your life and then move forward. And then we have a peace. So overall, with all this, you will have a sense of peace in your week. That's coming in for you guys. So not a lot of letters and charms there, but I think a very condensed, solid message for you guys for this week. So as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share. It really helps the algorithm for me on YouTube to get these messages to more people. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will look forward to spending more time with you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. You're sitting there. Hello, hope you're well. I'm trying to set the energy a little bit. Little owl guy can go up there. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for Pile 2. You guys picked one of my favorite brass flowers that used to make an appearance on the channel all the time, and I wanted to bring it back out. So let's see what you guys can expect this week. So these are things to keep in mind, possibly tips and tricks to get through some things that are coming up for the week. Just over the next 7 days. This is timeless, so whenever you're finding this, just know these are things you can expect. We'll start with your tarot, which will go over the overall energy that you're going to be in for this week. So we have a 9 of water and a 6 of water. So the 9 of cups and the 6 of cups. So 9 of cups is a wish fulfilled. It's a card of things checking off, things coming to fruition. If you've been trying to manifest some stuff, this could be the week that you actually start seeing things. A 6 of cups is all about things coming back around. It's a card of past life, early childhood life, things coming back up from your childhood. This also, when it comes to like love readings, this is a soulmate kind of energy. This is past life, current life, childhood, nostalgic kind of energy coming in. So this could be something that is coming to fruition that you've wanted for a very long time, possibly since you were a child. So this is could be a childhood dream coming true. Could be someone coming back in that you haven't seen from your childhood, or just past life connections, wherever you sit with your beliefs on that. But this is also, water represents our emotions. So this is going to be a week of really emotional energy, but it feels really good. It could be very nostalgic. You could be thinking about old times, reminiscing, thinking about old thoughts, things like that. But overall, the overall tone for your guys for the week is, again, this wish fulfilled. The Nine of Cups is really a happy card, and it's really nice to see. And on this card we have this mermaid, and she's got like this treasure here, and she's underwater, and this is someone who's almost like observing, even though she looks a little clutching her stomach. I think that's a little interesting, but we do have some pearls here. But you know, kind of reminds me of like inner childhood stuff. So that kind of, a lot of that sits through your solar plexus, and that's kind of where she's holding in this card. So just know that, like, you know, this could be a week where you've worked and healed through, and things are kind of coming, all this hard work you've been putting in. If you're on a healing journey and you've been working on things, on healing yourself, this is a week that things are going to start coming to fruition. All that hard work is going to be paying off in possibly a very tangible way. Let me see if I see anything else for you guys. We do have some lotus flowers here. So the lotus always reminds me, you know, there's that saying, no mud, no mud, no lotus. I just realized I had these cards way up. You have kind of, sometimes you have to go through the mud to get to the flower. Just like, you know, these pearls, they start off as just a grain of sand, and under all this pressure, and very much just like a diamond starts off as coal, and under pressure, after time and time of all this pressure, it becomes these beautiful things. Like a pearl goes from a piece of sand, and under pressure and time, it turns into a pearl. Diamond goes from coal, under pressure and time, it turns to a diamond. So that also could be the theme, that you've been through a lot, and this is the week that things, like, you get like almost like your treasure from all the things that you've been going through. Clouds. So this card is sometimes about confusion. So there could be something that's still weighing on your head that you're still confused about. I wouldn't be too worried about it, but just keep in mind that, you know, you could have some confusion, or your head could be in the clouds this week a little bit. Maybe you're confused about what this message is. But that's going to look a little differently for everybody. These are general readings. But yeah, your head could be in the clouds a little bit this week. So just expect that. If you're feeling a little like unclear, it's okay. It has a purpose, you know, to think things through this week. You guys have the full moon in Taurus, so detoxify. As of the time I'm recording this, I think we have a full moon in Sagittarius tomorrow. Again, timeless reading, doesn't matter. But the full moons that come up, especially with a full moon coming up in your reading, is all about releasing. It's letting things go. This card is talking about detoxifying. Maybe possibly let some old pains from the past go, and that's where you'll find this treasure as you release the things that no longer serve you, as you move through things, as you grow and expand as a person, as you've done this healing journey. You're just going to be getting rid of more and more. Actually, physically, I've been guided to tell people to drink a lot of water with lemon this week. That's a great detoxifier. Possibly doing like a full body detox or a cleanse, something like that, to flush your physical body as you've been flushing all your emotional body out. If you've been on that healing journey, don't underestimate the power of water, guys. It's very, very important. We're made up of water. Most of the earth is water. It's so important for us to make sure we are staying hydrated, but just cleansing ourselves with clean, healthy water too. And it's just a great detoxifier. And then, you know, this bowl has these yellow flowers, which is also the color of solar plexus, which I was getting earlier. But just knowing that you're detoxing your system, possibly detox your digestive system if you've had some issues in that area this week. You guys have the wheels, fortune, luck, and right timing. So again, this wish fulfilled. I almost told someone, I'm like, go play the lotto. If you've been debating on, don't spend a lot of money on it. If you're meant to win, you're meant to win. But this is a lucky week with the wheel, the fortune's wheel here. It's like the wheel card in tarot, and that is like luck turning in your favor. And just know that it's the right time for luck this week. Like things are shining on you, like the heavens are opening up, and like boop, Midas touch kind of vibe here going on. So this is a very lucky week for you guys. Again, I feel like a lot of you guys have been putting in so much hard work, so much growth, so much, stuff, and it's coming like in your favor this week. This reduces to a 5, and so 5 is the number of change. So also just things are going to be changing, but changing in your favor this week. The wheel is turning and shifting and molding to really benefit you this week. Next, you guys have create. So in this exact card, this person looks like they're making candles with beeswax and essential oils. But this is just a reminder to do what lights you up in a creative fashion. To spend some time for yourself creating something, however that looks to you. That's going to be different for everybody. Somebody could actually want to learn how to create candles, but this could be painting. This could be anything that sparks your interest. Everybody's fire and what burns from the inside is going to look a little different. But make sure you're following that week and you're doing something creative. And I'm hearing just stop and like actually do something for you. Like if you have a tendency to get so busy do something that you actually like are very mindful about it. That's possibly something with your hands that you're creating something that you can see is going to be very valuable for you guys this week. Or someone, this is a week ahead video. I know I've been getting a deeper level with these readings because that's who I truly am, and I'm trying to help those. And I feel like most people that have gravitated towards me like a depth to things. So, but this also could just be someone inviting you to go somewhere, like possibly like a painting class or a candle making class or something like that. It doesn't have to be so deep all the time. It could be very literal, and you guys could be just going and creating something new. But don't pass up the opportunity. If someone's like, hey, I want to go take this class, do you want to go with me? Like actually do that if it's something that you have been wanting to do. Or just go by yourself if it's something you've wanted to do. All right, so for your mindful message, we have it's not personal. So there could be something that comes up this week that someone could react a certain way, project something on you. You're being reminded to not take everything personally, that it probably has nothing to do with you. I'm not saying it's okay if someone's, projecting stuff on you in a harmful way. So make sure you do have your healthy boundaries, but just remember that there's going to be something this week that has nothing, just try not to take it personal. I'm going to read the message. It says, people's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I'll remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with you. So this could be an actual friend, loved one that project something. This could be a stranger that's just mean to you for no reason. You're like, what did I do? Just know that it's just something going on with them, and just try to, send them light and love and let it go. Like it's not about you. It's not personal. So for love this week, you guys have perfect match, and we have tweet messenger. So anytime this card comes up, you could be getting like messages from somebody, text messages, someone that is your perfect match. But I feel like these two are kind of separate energies. So for some of you guys, you could be like connecting with your perfect match this week, going out and possibly getting, Chinese food with these chopsticks here. But you could be, this is a week that I feel like there's a surprise message coming up that you could be hearing from someone you've been wanting to or weren't expecting to. Like it feels like out of the blue with these two little blue birds here. Like something's going to come up out of the blue, and you could be getting a message from somebody. If that's wanted or unwanted, that's kind of on you guys. But just be prepared that there's going to be a message that could actually cause the confusion. But there is some written, and I feel like it's more like a text or email or something like that that's physically written with these little letters in this picture. All right, before we do letters and charms, I'm going to pull love messages from the different zodiac elements. So we'll start with earth signs. So if anyone who's dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is what they'd want to say. For those in pile 2 dealing with an earth sign, what do they want to say? You are the answer to my whole life. For those dealing with a water sign, which is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, what do they want to say, please? You are my dream come true. I'm shocked at your existence. For those dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, we got 2. Am I good enough for you? And you feel like warm home to me. And last but not least, air signs. For those dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say? How can I ever pay you back? All right, let's move on to letters and charms to finish out your reading. We'll start with the zodiac dice. This is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Virgo. So there could be a week of being like a perfectionist, very analytical, thoughtful, figuring things out. Very grounded though. Virgo is an earth energy, or you could be a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. Now that I lost it, there we go. But just know that it will be a grounded, but you might err, like if you're being too particular about something, be kind to yourself if you have that perfectionist tendency that Virgos tend to carry, which can be great, but also to their detriment. And then getting back to Earth this week too, with it being an Earth sign. All right, for letters. Okay, we have a G, D, O, we have God. N, A, and P. So these could be someone's initials, could be a place, could be someone that you're dealing with. Sorry for shaking the camera. Could be your initials. My dad's initials are in here. That's fun. And all right, let's see. For charms, what else does pile 2 need to know about their week, please? Any other information we can give them? Ooh, we got a lot of charms. Okay, let's see what we have. We have and win. Huh. All right, let me see, what is this? We have an angel here. Is there an angel? I can't read that. I don't know. Divine intervention. Oh, we have Alice. I love when Alice comes up. So this is a week, like anytime Alice in Wonderland comes up, it's always a reminder to take the path not most chosen. Like go on an adventure this week. So there could be an underlining adventure for a lot of you guys that could be divinely guided with this angel being on this little pendant. We have this little bolt, which is like an end cap bolt. So it's probably not a technical name, don't come at me, but this is a bolt that's like a finishing screw, so it's like finishing off something this week. We have dolphin, so it's a reminder to be playful. That could be a sign for somebody. We also have this elephant, which is always reminds me of this nostalgic kind of vibe because elephants never forget. We have the Eiffel Tower, so Paris could be important to some of you guys, or France in general, or taking a trip or traveling. And then we have this dragonfly, which is just sometimes past loved ones, could be trying to give you some symbols this week, or signs and synchronicities this week. Could be coming in. And then dragonflies always remind me of like to skirt lightly on your week, because you know they kind of fly along the water and just boop, 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 boop. So this might be a chance to, like, as you're going on this little adventure, just take things lightly this week. And having the win, I'm not quite sure. You have good on the back of that one and hug. So maybe someone's getting a good hug this week as well. But there are your letters and charms, guys. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for spending your time with me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share. That really, really helps me. Helps me with the algorithm on YouTube and to get these messages out to more people. So thank you guys so very much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Boop, boop. And if anyone's ever curious why I don't edit my things, because I don't have the time to edit things together, and then it takes up more storage in my phone. So I just let things roll, and I get to chat with you guys in the in-between for those who sit there. So hello. You're okay, little crystal. I'm so sorry. All right. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this really beautiful obsidian etched mandala. I'm trying to find one of my lights. You can kind of see that. It's very pretty. All right, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. This is a timeless reading. It doesn't matter when it finds you. These are just things that you can expect or keep in mind for the week ahead, possibly some tips and tricks to get through some things as well. All right, so we're going to start with your tarot. This is the overall energy for your week. So this is the overcasting energy, and then the other messages are kind of some other things to keep in mind. So you guys have the Hermit and the Eight of Air, which is the Eight of Swords. So Hermit air energy is Virgo energy. This is a lot about self-reflection, about healing, about going within, sometimes about being on a pause, but being very secluded. So the things that you could be working through this week, with this Eight of Swords here, the Eight of Swords is limiting beliefs. These are self-doubts. These are things that basically fears and thoughts in our mind that have held us almost prisoner. But it's the realization that they are just that. They are just thoughts. They don't really hold you back unless you allow them to. So this could be something where you're working through some limiting beliefs, some self-doubt this week, healing through those things, being introspective and learning at your own past limiting beliefs, your things that have held you back, and really working through that. I think it's a very important thing for people to realize that thoughts are just thoughts, and like fear is just emotional imagination used against you, you know? So we have this amazing power as humans to imagine these amazing things, and a lot of us have a tendency to imagine the worst case scenario. There's usually just as much chance of something great happening versus something bad happening, so why not think about that good thing? Some people will say, well, I want to be prepared for the worst thing, you know, hope for the worst, prepare for the, or hope for the best, prepare for the worst. You know, and I get that, but this card is really ultimately about like things really making you feel entrapped, but they're just your own thoughts. So in the traditional tarot, we see this woman blindfolded and she's surrounded by all these swords, but none of them are actually touching her, and she's like loosely bound. But so at any point she could drop these ropes and pull off her blindfold and see that she's not really stuck. It's just her mind that's keeping her stuck. So it's a very powerful message of really self-evaluating, which is the Hermit is all about, really going within, really looking at your own, maybe calling yourself out on your own BS sometimes, and we all have to do this, and looking at our own things that have really held us back. And this can be a very empowering thing. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know, but it's just like really going through our thoughts and adjusting and seeing what we can get rid of that aren't serving us anymore. So this is a definite week of healing and getting rid of things that no longer serve you in a mental capacity. Okay, I'm going to keep going with that. So we have the Anchor. The Anchor is also, it's I want to pull up the verbiage real quick. I'm learning these cards. This is about stability, security, permanence, reaching an important life milestone. So I think as you heal, as you work through these self-doubts, you're going to feel really, really grounded and secure about where you are in your life. You're going to be able to see things more clearly and know that you are grounded. You are very secure in your life. You have stability. You've reached certain milestones and you've worked really hard to get there. So don't let self-doubts like crush your spirit here. Like you can achieve anything that you want. All right, we have full moon in Virgo, which that's kind of funny. Like this, there could be a lot of Virgos in this pile because Hermit is the Virgo card. It says take inspired action. So if you've been thinking and planning and just going around this circle in your head, you're being guided to, okay, you've thought it through, you've analyzed your plan. That's another Virgo Hermity energy. You've analyzed, but now it's time to actually release that. Full moons are about release and take an inspired action. Really step forward. Like you've done all the thinking that you need to do. You might be at a point of overthinking. Now is the time to actually ground in and secure the things that you want, your movements forward with an inspired action, and really go for it. And you're being supported by the divine this week for that. You're very, very guided to go ahead, and it's time to like almost take that leap of faith. Like you don't need to be stagnant anymore. You don't need to think about it anymore. Like you've done that work. It's time to anchor these truths in and really take an action towards that. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. So this is, there's a lot of purple in this card, which is the color of divine. We have a heart hanging up here. So sorry. these are such contradictory kind of messages that are coming in. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting it clear for you guys. Because you are being guided, you know, healing, growing, introspective. This is another card of rest. But we are being asked to take an inspired action here. So if you, okay, so this could be two clear messages coming in for two sets of you guys. If you've already been in this energy for so long, then it's time to take that inspired action. If you've been taking like action without thinking, maybe it's time to think a little bit and rest and renew. So there could just be two different sets of you guys really watching that are coming in. A lot of people watch these, you know, thousands of people watch these, so I do my best to get them clear. So there could be a definitive stretch between that for some of you guys. So, but also I'm hearing garden. Like if you've been thinking about gardening, I know we're getting into summer, so I don't know if we've missed that chance, but depends on where you live and the seasons, but possibly bringing like flowers within. Purple always also reminds me of lavender a little bit, like which is about rest and relaxation. So this is like there could be a moment in your week that you do need to stop and just rest and renew and do something like that is kind and sweet to yourself. But I'm feeling it's in a very grounded manner. Like get out of your head. Like if I feel like most of you guys will relate to this overthinking, overanalyzing mode. And, you know, if you don't feel like you're ready to take that inspired action, like if you're not there yet, but do something tangible, like in a restful way, like do something that gets you out of your head and makes you actually do something. That could be gardening for some of you guys. I'm hearing getting your hands in dirt is very important. Virgo is an earth element. Hermit is like that monkey kind of, not monkey, monk-like energy, sorry. That is all about like the earth, and like getting your hands in dirt may be very, very beneficial for you guys this week. Like grounding yourself. Again, this anchor is about stability. It's about grounding, and that's going to be so great. And that's what's going to help you with this overthinking cycle that you've been in, is really, really either taking inspired action or grounding yourself in nature. That's it. Okay. So yeah, this is like almost like the warning of this. If you find yourself caught up in that overthinking, that overwhelm, just try to stop and do something tangible with your hands. Get back into your body, get out of your head, be very tangible and earthbound this week. You guys have learned. So also learning something new, learning a new passion, use that mental chaos towards something productive. We also have more purple flowers here. So, you know, like stop and smell the roses, but yeah, like use that mental chatter towards something productive. Like if your brain is just going, then let it go towards learning something new. This girl looks like she's actually doing, like, she's got some crystals, she's got some sage here, some candles. It looks like she has some oracle cards, tarot cards. Maybe teach yourself how to do tarot, learn, like pick up an oracle deck, learn something new, learn something that you've been interested in learning. Is going to be very valuable for you guys this week. So your mindful message is it says get focused. So some of you guys actually taking pictures, possibly taking pictures of flowers, going out to a garden somewhere, taking pictures. It says to attract what you want, or to attract what I want, first I get clear on what it is I desire. I envision it for a minute or more every day, feeling how it would feel to have this in my life. What would I do? How would I react, and who would I tell? I picture it all through my continual alignment with my desires. They begin to flow in physical reality and divine timing. This is another card about using this mental energy towards something good, like corralling this mental into something actual tangible, and envisioning the things that you want versus envisioning the things that you don't want. And I think that's a good shift for you guys this week. Anyone who's felt like they've been focusing too much on the things that they want, be mindful of that. You're gonna, manifestation is a very real thing, and we get what we focus on. Thank God it's not instantaneous, even though we want the good stuff instantaneous. Just be happy that it's not, because we manifest good or bad for ourselves. So just make sure your predominant thoughts, I'm not saying you can't have worry, we're human, things happen, we think about things, it just is. But make sure your predominant thoughts are on focusing on the things that you want and the things that you want to bring in, the things that you want to create for your life, the things that you want to learn, the things that you want to grow in your life, the things that you want to take action on here is really, really important this week. So, okay. So when it comes to love, you guys have Rounded Round and Fire in My Soul, Inspiration. Okay. So there could be a relationship that's coming around again for a lot of you guys that could spark a fire in your soul. This also feels like not just about love for other people. This feels like love for yourself. Like you could be finding this soul in your fire that sparks up again. I meant to pull these as romantic cards, but this is feeling also just something coming back in and re-firing your soul. So that might, again, look differently for everyone. But just know that there's going to be a repeated cycle coming back around, and it is involved around love. Again, love can be romantic love, friendship love, love for yourself, self-love, all those things. Like there's lots of loves, not just romantic love, but just something that's circling back around. But that's going to make you feel like ignited from the inside out. You're going to find inspiration again. You're going to find love again, and you're going to find that fire in your soul this week. All right, so for love messages, before I get into the charms and letters, we are going to pull love messages from the different zodiac elements. So for anyone in pile 3 that's dealing with an earth sign, which would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what would they want to say? Pile 3, please, earth sign. We have a lot of earth. Oh, you guys got 2. It says, my love for you is without bound, and I am so lost in the ocean, that is you. All right, for those dealing with a water sign, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what do they want to say? Your beauty cascades over me. Those dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, what do they want to say? I'm going to take this one that flipped. I feel you so strongly that I can taste your essence. And those dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what do they want to say? I cannot handle any more heartbreak. So there's some air signs at their limit. Okay, so for letters and charms, first we'll start off with the zodiac dice. This could be you. This could be someone you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign. So you guys have Aries. So that first house, that fire sign, Aries is a sign of self. It's a sign of energy. A lot of people that are Aries that I know have just this boundless amount of energy. It's pretty amazing. Then they just go, 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 go. But it's just they're fueled by this fire that's within them. So finding and tapping, if you don't have an Aries in your life or you don't feel like you're dealing with an Aries, then finding that Aries energy, and that's also ruled by the first house, which is all about self. So maybe being a little selfish this week, doing something for yourself, doing stuff that fuels your fire, that sets your soul on fire this week. All right, let's pull some letters for pile 1. Okay, we have a J, a T, a W, an R, and an N. So those could be someone's initials, could be a location, could be a place. I don't have any vowels, so I'm not sure if you make a word out of that, but also I'm hearing water. Water is important. Okay. Anywho, let's see. So for pile 3, what else did they need to keep in mind for the week? Anything they need to know? Please and thank you. Woo! Okay. We have another Virgo. Wow. So you guys have the Hermit. We have Virgo. We have Virgo again. So, we also have the High Priestess. So this week, you guys have the little tarot card. So this is also about trusting your intuition, going within, really trusting yourself and the things that come up. We have the Tree of Life. So, that earth energy, coming up. But just your roots are going to be growing this week. This was the pile talked about gardening too. I think that's really important. We have another little leaf. Again, gardening or getting a new plant. Maybe important. Oh, we have Alice. She popped up in the last one too. So this is always reminds me of taking the road less traveled, going on an adventure, finding something this week that really inspires you and going after it. taking that inspired action, even if it's just one of the days, and then you go back to rest, it's fine. We have hug here, so someone could be getting a really lovely hug. We have the lips, so I feel like this always reminds me of someone wants to speak a truth or tell you a secret, so you could be hearing a secret from somebody this week. We have little angel, so your guides and angels are always watching you and guiding you. With the snowflake here, I always feel like there's going to be something like very unique that goes on, because no two snowflakes are alike. Also, some stuff could be coming back from winter, so maybe something that you dealt with last winter could be coming back around. We have a moon and a star, so again, trusting your intuition this week, and know that wishes can come true. And then we have this little sunglasses, so this could be about, anytime I get glasses for a charm, it always reminds me like shifting your perspective about something. So you could see things a little differently, you could see someone else a little differently. I feel like this might just be a very specific message. Someone could be spilling their guts or spilling a secret about having feelings for you, something along that way that could change your perspective on them. And that could just be that message is for somebody. So that's pretty exciting. All right, guys, so I'll let you guys look at those for a moment. Sometimes they always mean something differently to you. But Virgo. It's a big week of Virgo, so someone could have a Virgo coming back around that from their past with this round and around that comes back in with full force and re-sparks something. So maybe that Virgo wants to come back in for somebody, spill their truth that changed your perspective on about how things, or either your perspective on them or how things went down. So guys, thank you guys so very much for spending your time with me. It's always been truly an honor. If you did like this, please like, subscribe, share, comment. All those things very much help my channel and help me get onto the algorithm and get these messages out to more people. So thank you guys very much, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye guys.